Welcome to our introduction to the software HIPERFACE DSL Encoder Browser of the programming tool PGT09S. I will show you how to set up the EKS EKM36 and how to use the program user interface. Furthermore, I will explain its most important functions. First, you have to install the software called HIPERFACE DSL Encoder Browser. HIPERFACE DSL Encoder Browser is able to work on Windows XP version 32-bit and Windows 7 32 and 64-bit. For the installation process, an internet connection is required. You can find the download file on our website sick.com. On the home page, please select from the module Quick Links the link called Finder. Now please scroll down to Software Finder and click on More. Select at the rubric Product segment the pull-down menu and click on Encoder. From the search results, please select the link PGT09S. Now you can find on the right side the link to the download file. Click on it and follow the instructions on the screen. In the next step, you have to prepare the programming tool as well as the encoder and their connection. Therefore, please take the encoder and add the cable with a small connector by opening the red or green cover. Now please close the cover and connect the other end of the cable to the programming tool. Then add the Ethernet cable to the programming tool and connect it to the network. Finally, please add the cable of the power supply and connect it to the power socket. Now you can start the software HIPERFACE DSL Encoder Browser by clicking on the HDEB icon on your desktop. After opening HIPERFACE DSL Encoder Browser, the Start screen appears. Before working with this tool, you have to click on the Settings tab and activate the first option, Enable DSL connection when connecting to PGT09 by clicking in the box. Therefore, the connection from the programming tool to the encoder will automatically start if you access to the programming tool. Click OK to confirm your modifications. Now you have to scan the network by clicking on Scan to find the according device you want to connect with. Please click on the button Scan Network. Now all devices which are online in your network are listed with according names and IP addresses. This allows you, for example, an online support worldwide. Please select yours. You can find the number of the device at the top of your programming tool. Click OK to confirm your selection. The last step before starting your analysis is to click on Connect top left. Now you can realize first test results. Maybe the default port 80 doesn't work. Then you have the possibility to change the port. To do that, please click at the menu bar on PGT09S and select HTTP port. Now you can replace port 80 by any port between 0 and 65,535. Click twice on OK to confirm your modification. At the footer, you will find details about the status of the connection. In this case, the connection has been established successfully. Here you can also see the access level you are logged in. By double-clicking on the particular fields, you can change the status of the connection or the access level. As you can see, after connecting, the tab DSL connection is used at the start screen. The blue graphs are showing first feedback about the quality of the signal. The first one, called line jitter, displays external disturbances. So this graph should be as short as possible. According to that, the signal strength should be as long as possible. You can compare it with the signal strength indication of your cell phone. The third graph, quality monitor, has to be completely filled. It's the resume of the two previous graphs. On the second tab, called Datasheet, you can find basic information of the connected encoder, e.g. the firmware revision or the serial number of the encoder. On the tab Sensor Values, the current measurement values are displayed. For example, the actual supply voltage range is 10.54. In detail, you can see the position value of the encoder. To demonstrate the function of the motor feedback systems, please select the option Display Single Turn Only, top right. Now turn the encoder shaft by hand and you will see the change of the position value. In the lower part of the screen, additional sensor values are shown. A nice feature to demonstrate the product functionality in another way is the Value login. Please select from the drop-down menu one criteria, for example, position. Check the box below and immediately the login of the selected value will appear in the window. By turning the encoder shaft, you can see the effect. The button Clear Log will set the measuring values to null. If you want to store the login on your personal computer, you can create a log file by activating Log All Data to File. On the next tab, which is called Error Handling, you can see data about the protocol at the left side. And on the right side, data of the encoder. The category Online Status visualizes data of the current situation, and in the opposite, the category Event displays the history of the protocol events. In this training videos, we won't go into detail. The next tab is called Administration. Here you have, for example, the possibility to reboot your encoder. Therefore, you only have to click on Encoder Reset. One of the most important functions is Set Position. If the button is inactive, you have to switch to another access level, to access level 4. Therefore, you have to click on the Login button. A window appears where you can select the desired access level. Default is level 0. Please select in the drop-down menu Access Level Service 4. The password is 4444. Click on OK to confirm your selection. An alternative way to retrieve this window is to make a double click on Logged in as Service 4 at the footer. Now the same window appears. The programming tool is not able to differentiate between multiple users. That means that the selected access level aims to everybody who is connected to this encoder. Now you have changed the access level and the button Set Position has to be active. And you can set the position, for example, to 500. Click on Set Position and confirm with Yes. If you want to check the position, you have the possibility to switch back to the tab Sensor Values and have a look at the detailed values. At the lower part of the screen, you can see the button Get User Boundaries. Here you have the possibility to program your individual warnings. Now please change to the tab Diagnostics. Here you have the possibility to have a first diagnostic of the motor feedback system. Please click on Update Error Log. Now several error logs will be listed. Maximum 16. Each error message contains additional information like error time, temperature, and supply voltage. One of the most outstanding features of the HIPERFACE DSL encoders is the usage histogram. Here, the main characteristics usage values will be recorded. You can select one of the 4 criteria to get the histogram of it. For example, please select encoder temperature. Confirm your selection by clicking on Get Histogram. Now the record of the whole lifetime of this encoder will be displayed. Or you can choose, for example, the criteria speed. And immediately you will see the histogram of it. On the tab User Data, you have the possibility to create files where you can store your individual data. To create such a file, please type in the file name, then define the read and the write access level by choosing the accordant level from the drop-down menu. There are 5 different access levels, from 4, that's the highest access level, to 0. This access level represents the basic settings and is available for everybody. You can find this information in the datasheet of the encoder. Now please enter the content of the file in this field. To create the file, please click on Create File and confirm with OK. If the file has been created, it will appear in the directory above. After creating the file, you have several options. But first you have to select the desired file and click on Load File Definition. And now you can, for example, change the status of the file, delete the file, save the file to your computer, or load a file from the computer. On the tab Resources, all parameter data in the encoder will be listed by clicking on Update Resource Database. To see more detailed information about each item, please click on the desired one, and you can see the information on the right. The last tab, called Advanced, is exclusive design for developer. Here, developers have the chance to write their individual query. To do that, here type in the desired command and click on Send Once to start the query. By using the button Start Polling, the command will be continuously executed. For more information, please have a look at the DSL manual. Now we are coming to the end of the video training. I hope you have found it helpful. If you have any questions or if you need more detailed information, please don't hesitate to contact your SICK representative. Once again, I hope you have enjoyed the video and I would like to say thank you for your attention. Good luck!